Hey y'all, Mark G. Offense Jr. Just got my new shirt, my girlfriend got it for me. What do y'all think? Military, that, pants. So, just doing an update, checking in with you guys and letting you guys know that I appreciate all you guys' views. It means a lot to me. If you guys can do me a favor, donate. If not, I understand. Some people don't like to donate for systematic reasons, or they don't know where the money's going. That's fine, I understand that. If there's a paranoia about it, you don't have to give any money, it's not a problem. So, what's been going on lately is actually, well, I'm still here, still kicking. Went to treatment today, had a great day. Talked to a few people. There's a person, like I think I said before, I'm not sure, said that I could use her trailer as long as I find a lot, which sets me up for 2 of the months that I get, along with about, well, deposit at least. And so I might use that to my advantage, but also I wanted to let you guys know that I didn't want to knock Paul in any way. So if it seemed that way, I apologize to Paul. It's a really great program, and I encourage it highly for you addicts that are still suffering. If it wasn't for that program, there wouldn't be so many people out here that actually are clean, especially that one, and whatever ones you guys go to, NARA being another one, CODA being another one, and I'm giving shouts out to all these, even POA, because here's the whole thing about treatment. Treatment is only going to get you so far as you want it to. And no matter what, you're always growing. So as you grow, you have to find what fits you. And if it doesn't fit you, okay, check it again. Check it 3 times. And then if it really doesn't fit you, then you can discard it. At least give it a couple tries to make sure that it has credit to it. And don't associate yourself with bad things or negative dilemmas that you've been through or anything like that, because if you do that, then it's just going to be harder for you. And so it's a matter of recovery. When you're thinking day by day, it may seem small and big at the same time, especially at first, because when at first you're just becoming fresh to it, it's like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this. Well, guess what? Yeah, you can. The best way to put this is on my daily life out here on the streets. As a recovering addict, I am constantly in the position of where I am literally like in a drug dispensary and liquor store at the same time, virtually at all times, and being a recovering addict, being tempted at all times. And if I'm able to do it, I guarantee you are able to do it. It may not be easy, especially if you're still on the streets. Maybe that's probably why a lot of the homeless have a hard time, and they use it to cope, because it's easier to cope with something that takes your mind off reality and the harshness of what you're dealing with. Even if it seems temporary, it's a constant temporary cover, and it's pretty sad that has to happen. You know, me being one of them, that I know that's how I coped. That's how I coped with a lot of things, how I coped with a lot of issues that I've dealt with in my past, how I coped with my own devices and transgressions and sins, and just my own hate for myself. And I hated myself so much that I just decided to use drugs to cope, and it took me out of that reality. But here's the thing about it, is it made it worse. At the moment, you're not thinking about the worst part that's going to come, but it does come. All this drama, all the losing everything, all the selling everything, all the feeling like you're worthless, running with the wrong crowds, which anybody can say that. You can say that to a kindergartner and they'll comprehend that, but at the same time they'll be like, yeah, right, I know better. just like I did the whole time. You know, I've been there to where it's like, you can't tell me nothing. But it's not true. I can tell you something, but it's a matter of you listening, and whether you interpret it to be positive or negative, and whether you weigh it out to see if it fits you and see if it'll work for you. I'm not perfect by any means, nor am I still. But at least every day I get up in the morning thankful that I'm alive, thankful that I'm not doing drugs. Excited just to go to simple Starbucks or something, or even just down the street and have a smile on my face knowing that drugs aren't going to bring me down. You know, Satan, he works through many ways, and drugs are definitely one of them. I say that I've had a lot of enlightenment through it, but that's because I've had a different situation than most. You know, divine intervention, so-called, as you could say. Do I regret things that I've done? Unfortunately, I've done them, and I've learned that I have to accept them. And making amends is a different story. I'm slowly making amends for my mistakes, and will continue to do so as I grow and as I communicate with those people that are outside of me that I have hurt. And I've made many mistakes, but if I sit there and dwell on them, it's going to just drag me down. I'm trying to let some of the worst ones go that I've ever had, and even then within my consciousness it's harder than I thought it would be, but I'm still working through it. There's times when I want to just say F it, get the buckets and give up, and not to use, but just, you know, give up on all my organizational stuff, all my effort that I've been putting forth. It's like, there's times when I'm so fed up with what I'm dealing with and what I've been going through, that's just like, fuck this. All I'm ever going to do is get raped by the system, or all I'm, you know, but that sounds like more like excuses. And I'm trying to get away from that as well and stay as positive as possible. You know, the exposure to the elements is getting to me, I know that much. My lungs fill up with crap. The radiation's been falling on me. I'm sure from Hiroshima, or not Hiroshima, the big power plant explosion in Japan or whatever it was. And, there's tests on that to prove that there's radiation. There's some positive things that have been coming. You know, I've been just trying to stack them up like dominoes and wait till they fall. But it's not a matter of waiting, it's a matter of just keep stacking until it's ready for you to push over and just watch them fall. And it takes effort, it takes a lot of effort, especially when you drag yourself out from under the ground, not just in the gutter, not under the gutter, but in the ground like you're dead. Because when you're on drugs, you're socially, systematically, emotionally, spiritually, and just all around dead. So once you start to regain and rebirth yourself, or come back to life slowly but surely, and your brain starts to process itself, recognizance and repair itself to the point where you can actually communicate well, even within yourself. Your soul isn't so detached from you, it makes it much more prosperable, or gives you peace of mind. It's like connecting your heart with your head. You know, if you haven't been homeless, you won't know this. This part isn't helping you a lot. And I can go on this anger rant about who are any of you that don't know? Who are you to judge me? you think I don't want a job, I'd love to have a job. It's a matter of finding one. No matter how hard I research, I still keep getting shut down. I keep mentioning I have a criminal history. It doesn't matter what it is, and you can research it for all I care. The point of the matter is, I have nothing to hide, and yet I still get shut down. I haven't stolen, I don't do any of that crap. I got great resources, great education, I have a paralegal degree. I've worked my butt off to get to where I'm at now, and it's still, sometimes, see, this is where I start feeling I fall flat. But I gotta keep realizing there's still steps to be built, and as long as I keep building them steps, eventually I'll get to the top. But this is just my harsh reality. Maybe you can relate, maybe you can't. I keep playing both sides for a reason, because you always got to weigh both options. This is like life or death. When you look at somebody, think about whether you'd rather them to live or to die. And then ask yourself, why? And then turn around, put a mirror in front of your face, and look at that person that's in that mirror and ask whether you want that person to live or die, and ask yourself why. If every homeless person put a mirror in front of themselves as they were asking for your change, maybe it can help you understand, put yourself in their place. You won't know a thing until you walk a mile in these shoes. And if you have, God bless you. Alright guys, amen. Holler at y'all later. Much love.